Criticism, comparison, and waiting for your worthiness, you'd be surprised at things that are taking away from your ability to truly be confident. Hello, my name is Ashley Rose, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today for another segment of Goddess Gossip, where we don't actually gossip, but we do spill the tea on what it means to show up for yourself and to become the woman of your dreams. Today's topic is confidence. So feel free to grab a nice hot cup of Earl Grey, organic chai, wild sweet, orange girl, whatever flavor of tea or coffee you like, and let's get right into it. So let's start with the definition. I put my notes just to the side so that I can confidently state my points, and let's get into it. Confidence is the state of being clear-headed, knowing that either a hypothesis or prediction is correct, or that a chosen course of action is the best or most effective. Confidence comes from the Latin word fidere, which means to trust. Confidence is also defined as a feeling of certainty about the truth of something, a belief that one can rely on someone or something. Confidence is a state of self-assurance from one's appreciation of their own abilities and qualities. Examples of confidence include walking into a room and behaving as if you belong there, because you do. Taking yourself out on a date because you deserve a beautiful dinner with phenomenal company, the phenomenal company being yourself. Another example of confidence is fully embracing your quirks unapologetically and taking up space, and meanwhile, holding space for others to do the same. So, before we get into how to build confidence and what that can look like, let's talk about some of the things that get in the way of our confidence. Some common confidence blockers are criticism from lovers, family members, hell, even trolls online. Even more insidious, the fear of criticism, which can lull us into inaction if we allow it to. Another confidence blocker, comparison. Measuring ourselves up against those who are ahead of us or behind us, not even realizing that neither group of people even exists. Each and all of us is in our own lane, running our own race. The most famous confidence blocker of all is one that I'm sure we're all familiar with. It's the I will be worthy when mentality. Unfortunately, we exist in a world where our self-worth is something that we hope to earn one day. Since we were very young, we've had expectations from family members and even strangers that have contributed to that nagging feeling of, I will be worthy when I have enough money in the bank. I'll be worthy when I have a family and a dog and I own my own home. I will be worthy when I finally get that promotion at work. But the truth is, we were born worthy. And learning to build your confidence and to exist inside of that confidence has so many benefits, including improving our mental health, improving our relationships with ourselves and with others, and motivating us to accomplish more than we ever thought that we could. So now that we've discussed confidence breakers, let's talk about confidence builders. What are some examples of some things that can help us to build our confidence? How about setting a small, achievable goal and getting it done? Leaving that photo up on Instagram, even though it did not get as many likes as we thought it would. Following up one more time with a potential customer after you thought you made the sale, but then they ghosted you. Speaking up to that family member who asks yet again about when you're going to have children and reminding them that at this time you don't want kids. What do you notice about all of these confidence builders? Well, during my research, one thing that stood out to me glaringly is that confidence is an action word. It's based on what we do, say, and how we choose to show up in the world. So let's break confidence down into 3 main points: Do, say, choose. And I'll share some examples from my personal experience. So number 1, do. Do what makes you happy unless it harms others. Now listen, I'm sorry. The world we live in, I feel like I have to say that. Do what makes you happy unless it harms others. If it harms others, find a less destructive way to do what makes you happy. So an example for me, I'm one of those humans that does not give in to the societal pressure of being in a relationship. I've learned from experience that I am my absolute happiest when I have most of my time to myself, when I can focus primarily on my dreams and my goals, and when I don't have anyone around dictating or influencing my actions and decisions. It makes me a happy camper. Now, will that change one day? Sure, maybe. But am I holding my breath? No. See, I've learned the hard way that being in a committed, monotonous relationship is just not a good fit for my personality type. So, romance for now is on the back burner, and that's intentional. Being happy, single, and being carefree, it truly brings me fulfillment. So that's what I do. Actionable confidence number 2, say. Say what's on your mind, except when it's intentionally hurtful. Again, the world we live in, I feel like I have to say that. Say what's on your mind, except for when it's intentionally hurtful. If what's on your mind is intentionally hurtful, stop, assess your intention, and rephrase. For example, I'm not religious or political, and I'm open about that because it's my truth, and not having a dog in either fight makes my life very simple. Now, political people are pretty easy to navigate. They just want to rant and be heard, and a lot of times they have valid reasons for how they feel, so I don't mind listening. Religious people, beautiful people, it's just that they have this tendency to project, and they mean well, they genuinely do. So somewhere in the conversation I'll hear, well, Ashley, you just gotta let God guide you. You gotta keep the faith and let God show you. Now, when I reveal that I'm not religious, I know that my intention is to both set my boundary and be courteous. So I'll say something like, hey, I'm not religious, but I get what you mean, and thank you for that. And then when we move on, they know I respect their beliefs, but I have no desire to be influenced by them. And then if they do still want to give me advice, they're welcome to. It's just that more than likely, they'll opt for a different approach next time around. Actionable confidence number 3, choose. Choose your most authentic self, especially when you know that it'll bring judgment from others. Why? Because that's when it's most important. For example, I like to take pictures and post them on Instagram because that makes me happy. And even though I'm generally perceived as a good girl, a vast number of my Instagram photos are lingerie shots. Why is that? Because 99.9% of the time when I'm at home, I'm in lingerie. And there's not a day that goes by when I don't want to put on makeup and do my hair and take some cute photos and post some cute videos. Now, sometimes I'll put together a whole outfit, but I don't always feel like doing that. Other times, I'll just take pictures of what I'm wearing. I feel beautiful, I feel sexy, and I feel comfortable sharing that with social media. Now, for someone who may not know me very well, the first time they come across my feed, they don't know what to think. But I don't have the brain capacity to make that my responsibility. I let them think what they want, and I focus on showing up authentically in both my life and online. Because to hell with trying to control someone's perspective of me. I'm so busy building my own confidence, I don't have the time for it. Now, when I did notice that it was a pattern, I went ahead and set up an Amazon storefront so that others can shop my lingerie looks and feel sexy when they're lounging at home as well. And just like that, I turned my authenticity into an income stream. So let's remember, if confidence is an action word, then we need to focus every day on what we do, say, and choose, and use every sunrise as an opportunity to build and grow our confidence. Because guess what? Our well-being literally depends on it, and so do our future accomplishments. Now, you know I won't let you go without giving you some resources to do the work. After all, I am your personal content curator. I have 5 books that have helped me over the years to build my confidence, and I'll share them with you. So let's get into it. Number 1, Radical Confidence by Lisa Bilyeu. If you know, you know, because I already reviewed this on this channel. If you haven't watched that video yet, shameless plug, go watch it. Anyways, the premise is you don't have to know what you're doing to get started. You can learn as you go. Book number 2, The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. The premise here, take one step every single day towards your goal, and you will be miles ahead of the version of you that took no steps. Book number 3, Tell Me What You Want by Charlotte Fox Weber. Listen, as humans, we all want the same things. So let's figure out some healthy ways to go about getting them. Book number 4, Seed of the Soul by Gary Zukov. Existing as a human is so much deeper than we think. But plot twist, it is so much simpler than we realize. Guys, this is such a great book. I mean, I can't wait to review it on this channel. Paradigm shifting, world altering. I'm telling you, it's such a good read. Seed of the Soul, Gary Zukov. Get into it. Book number 5, The Go-Giver by Bob Berg and John David Mann. Because listen, a lot of us goddesses are also business owners, and this book reminds us that the generosity and the service we give to others not only increases our value, but it creates stratospheric success in the process. Now, on those days when no matter what you do, say, and choose, and on those days when your affirmations need some sublimations, I'm aware that's not a word, but run with me here. And on those days when you do not feel like reading nobody's book, believe me, I've been there. One of my favorite confidence hacks is music. Now, we will be doing a deep dive into music and all things music on this channel. I have such a treat in store for you guys. Right now, I'm putting it together and making sure that it's perfect. I know that's a bad word, but I'm working on it. And one thing to know about me is that I have a very intimate relationship with music. It's probably one of my most long-standing relationships outside of my relationship with myself. So when I can't do, say, and choose my way into feeling confident, and when I don't want to read another damn book, I pick a playlist and I rock out until I'm back in my zone, until I'm feeling like the baddie and the queen and the goddess that I know that I am. So here are my top 15 confidence anthems in no particular order. Let's get into it. Inner Vision by Valentina. Number 2, Glow Queen, also by Valentina. Pretty Girl Rock by Carrie Hilson. I Feel Beautiful by Fantasia. Wild Things by Alessia Cara. Villain Era by Peachka. Already by Beyonce. Let It Go, yes, I said it, from Frozen by Disney. I'm the Best by Nicki Minaj. Light a Fire from this cute anime show that we will review here called Carol and Tuesday. The King's Affirmation by Iniko. Him by Kesha. Hero by Mariah Carey. Rockstar by Rihanna. And 444 by Gayatri Krishnan. And finally, I have 4 confidence affirmations that I've been saying for the last 4 years that have shaped my life and my mindset, and they go like this. Repeat after me. I am powerful. I am worthy. I am abundant. I am free. Feel free to add to these affirmations as you choose, and get in that mirror and say them until you believe them, because guess what, Goddess? You are powerful, you are worthy, you are abundant, and most importantly, you are free. You are free to be as unapologetically amazing as you are, and to be totally confident in that. And guess what else? You are loved. by me, and hopefully by you too, because that's what it's about, goddesses, isn't it? See, we don't mind when other people are impressed with our accomplishments. It's nice, but we don't do it for them. We do it for the way that it makes us feel. We do it because we love looking into the mirror and being proud of what it is that we see. Honestly, when we know what we have to offer to the world and we have the courage to get out there and give our contribution, that is when we are existing in the truest and highest form of confidence. That's all for today. Feel free to leave a like, subscribe, and sound off in the comments. What are your favorite confidence hacks? What are your favorite confidence anthems? And what are your favorite confidence affirmations? Also, what are your favorite confidence builders? Feel free to share. Not just for me, but for everyone else who'll be reading the comments as well. And until next time, take care, go be great, and I'll see you soon. Bye.